Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are located in the YouTube world out there, in the US or even in a foreign country for that matter. So thank you for attending today. It'll be, we'll go through another testimonial journey of our real estate investor, Julie and Mark. And my name is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network, and really thank you for attending and watching this presentation. We'll make it nice and short and sweet, approximately 15 minutes or so. This is the third part of our recording of our journey. This is a real estate journey for our investor member, Julie and Mark. Welcome, guys, and I appreciate you giving the time of your precious time out of your day to to talk about your journey. I really appreciate that, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I feel like okay, let me go off track just a little bit. I feel like I'm a Hollywood producer. I feel like I'm doing a documentary short story biography. Like okay, next year let's get our name nominated for the Academy Award. Documentary short story of a journey of a real estate investor, right?
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Anyway, yeah. So again, thank you. Without further ado, this is a continuing journey, and we don't know how far this journey is going to go, but yeah, let me give one quick introduction. Once again, Julie and Mark. Whatever, we've been working together for more than a year now, I think. Time flies. But, everybody have a light bulb moment, light bulb, the click, that light bulb just click, and then suddenly you go through some kind of affinity, then what kind of motivation run into your mind. So I would love to hear, in my audience, love to hear, because you guys are so inspirational, what the one defining moment that caused you to be so motivated, and you're going through your third real estate property investment purchase out of state. So briefly, for one of you, if you take a step back, what's the one defining moment that makes you so motivated and ultimately take action to buy multiple rental properties at this point? So go ahead, and Mark, you want to start with that?
Sure. I guess motivated me is the first rent check.
Can you speak a little bit louder, Mark? Just a little bit louder. Your audio is left.
What motivated me is when we got the very first rent check.
Right.
And so that's definitely a motivation when you get the check. For a property that you've never seen before, and it hits your bank account or it hits your mailbox, that's the motivation to keep on going. And but beyond that too, my wife motivates me. She's the guru, and this is her baby. Well, it's our baby, but she spearheads it, and so to watch her, also inspires me as well.
Good, very good. Thank you for sharing that with us. And Julie, what are some of your motivation?
Well, I think for years, I think Mark and I have wanted to invest in real estate. We only really understood California real estate because that's where we live. And we also realized that it was so far out of our price range based on the amount of money that we had to invest. So we just started looking for different ways. I think I shared on an earlier video, we had a lot of unnecessary credit card debt that needed to be paid off before we could really look at seriously doing some investing. And we actually were able to pay it off exactly 1 year ago that we started working with you. So we paid off our credit card debt. I met you in January last year, started working with you in March. And I don't know, I guess I consider myself kind of a trailblazer. I'm really excited. I get really excited and willing to try new things. And when you started talking about investing out of state, it was a brand new concept for me. And so I went exploring. and I did my research and I did my due diligence. And then we have been working with you. Exactly, it was 1 year in March that we've been working with you. And now the fact that we have 3 properties where we were feeling like we probably couldn't afford anything in California, but the idea of being able to get properties out of state is really a motivating factor, and just going to help us provide for our lifestyle when we retire. So that was a big motivation for us.
Very good, Julie. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words and great inspirational thoughts. Now, let me share with the audience. Every investor's financial goals and objectives is different. People have different financial resources, but Julie and Mark, they want to maximize their financial resources. Meaning, it's not like they have hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s to invest. The amount of money they have invest, they want to make it work hard. They want to maximize the number of properties they want to buy with a minimal down payment to buy the lowest property purchase price possible. So again, they have a unique journey. Other investors, they have more financial resources. They are buying bigger properties, higher price or multi-units, whatever. But again, it does not matter, right? Everybody have a very unique goals. They know exactly what they want to accomplish given their financial profile. So Julie and Mark are no different. So today we can talk about their first 2 purchase. They use their self-directed IRA to purchase in this market here in Buffalo, New York, Niagara Falls, 2,500 miles away from Southern California, where you guys live. Similarly, I live in San Francisco Bay Area, but we've been helping many hundred investors to purchase out of state for many, many years, my network that is. So let's briefly go over from a high level, Julie and Mark, your third purchase. Tell us, I know you're using regular investment loan financing, 20% down payment. I know that. Right. And to share with the audience, what was the purchase price of the property you decide to purchase on your third property? And then go through the process. You just closed escrow recently on this third property. You have many more to go, which is great. We can document your journey per your permission. So from a high level, share with us from the time you picked the property, why you picked this property, what's the rent, how much you rent are you getting? Go through a little bit of the inspection process. I know you did it last time. So yeah, just share us your thought. How was it? This?
Okay. Well, I think, as you said, the first 2 properties we did buy in our self-directed IRA, and we did pay all cash for those. So the nice thing again about those is that money, the rent money, goes directly back into our IRA. We don't see that money. It goes back into the IRA, but then it will be there for our retirement when we're ready to retire, when Mark stops working. So we will have the rents plus the value of the property, which will continue to go up. This third property we actually bought outside of the retirement account. The property price was $67,000, which is again amazing. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house up in actually the North Tonawanda area, just a little bit north of the Buffalo Niagara Falls area. And it was a nice neighborhood, clean neighborhood, nice little property. And we decided to go ahead and put $25,000 down. We could have gotten away with a minimum of 20, but in talking with the lender, we actually used Wells Fargo Bank. And talking with the loan rep, he suggested going to 25 to actually buy the loan interest rate down a little bit more. So we decided we would go ahead and do that. It was again our first one, so it was very challenging. We will actually have our first loan payment ever on June the 1st. So we're kind of excited about that in a great way. But overall, we will still net, even after the mortgage, the payment, insurance, taxes, all that stuff, the property management fee, we will still net about $300 cash flow every month. So in essence, we're not really paying it. The tenant is paying it. It is already occupied, recently occupied with a new tenant. And it's going to be great. Like I said, she'll be paying our mortgage. We'll send the check to Wells Fargo, but she'll actually be paying for it. So we're excited about that.
Very good. The purchase price is $67,500. It's a single family home.
Correct.
All rehab, all turnkey. And what is the monthly rent on the property?
$850 a month.
Oh, that's very good. That's a very good, is a higher than 1% rent to value ratio, which
Yes.
is above the benchmark. So we're not going to go over the formulas. You have
Mhm.
all the numbers looks good, cash on cash return,
Absolutely.
total ROI, and we can even factor in some little bit of appreciation on top of that.
Mhm.
For
Oh, that's the nice thing about it, because now the first two properties we did not have appraised because we paid all cash for them. So there was really no need for an appraisal. This one we did have appraisal because the lender has to, know that the value is there in the property.
right.
As I said, we paid 67 for it. The appraisal came in at 110,000. So we already
Really?
have built-in equity. Really, we were so
Wow.
excited about that. It's like, yes, already built-in equity.
Yeah, I'm in a way I'm surprised, in a way I'm not surprised. What do you think is the reason why you bought it at such a low price and a value appraised for such a higher amount?
Well, I think that again, we've been working with Buffalo Turnkey, and I think their strategy is to really kind of buy it off market. They buy it low, they'll put the work into it, and they're really, I think the thing that I could say, they're not greedy. They want to get a fair price for it. They're not trying to gouge you, which is nice. Again, by going through a turnkey system, you're not fighting with other purchasers or other vendors to get a property. You're not bidding against the property, which is pushing the property up. I think they just want to get a fair price, and they want to sell it to their investors at a fair price. So we were very excited when we saw the appraisal. We were like, yes, and it did line up with the comparables in the area. So that was really exciting. So that was, we could have literally turned around and sold it for a higher price and, made our money back and then some. But we have more of a buy and hold strategy where we're going to take the income from the property as well as watch the property value go up. So that was exciting.
Yeah, that's the value. As you know, my system. We promote many other markets in the country, or all within our network. So think about it, right? You're buying the property 67,500. That's the amount you pay, and it appraised for higher than 100 grand. So we're talking, let me see, 34, 35, $36,000 of equity. Now your down payment is 25,000. You have a walk-in equity of around 36,000. I'm not going to ask you for the answer. I'm going to provide my answer. You put in the first year, even before you receive the rental paycheck, when you close escrow, you put in total down payment, including closing costs, less than 30 grand, and you have a walk-in equity of around 36,000. So what is your total return on your investment right off the bat? Just gonna be rough.
$1,000, isn't it? $1,000.
You put in less than 30 grand, you have a equity already about more than 30,000. So so you do the division 30 something thousand of equity divided by your total down payment of less than 30 grand. So let me provide you what I'm trying to
help me out.
what I'm trying to get is your total return on your investments is more than 100%.
That's what I was going to say, but I thought that sounded a lot too high, but that does make sense. Yeah, because we bought because the loan is 50 and then we've got 110 value. So it's really a little bit more than that. Yeah.
So you make your money, all your down payment.
We made our money back.
You make that money back.
Exactly.
This is not even the first year. Then you can collect positive cash flow at least $200 per month. So if you factor in the long term buying the whole investment, you can collect cash flow. You can get hopefully 2 or 3% appreciation in the future, maybe more, right?
Correct.
And then your renter that paying the $850 is paying down your fixed rate 30-year mortgage loan for you.
Correct. Yes.
You see, you just bought an income property with a multi-dimensional asset class.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's great. I hadn't thought it out that far, but that does make a lot of sense. Yeah. So that again is very motivating for us to go in and do the next one. So we're looking again still at the Buffalo, Niagara Falls area, just because for our particular goals, we're seeking out more cash flow. And of all the places that we've kind of looked at different parts of the country, the Buffalo Niagara Falls area seems to really fit our our needs and what we're looking for. Now, everybody is different, as you say, and everybody has different goals. And there are other places in the country that we are looking at. We're starting to do a little looking in the southern part, like down Tennessee, Alabama, down in that way too. And it's really, for us, it's just a question of the numbers. It's a question of the numbers. And we've really established a good relationship with Buffalo Turnkey. Something we did, which I don't really recommend people do this, but I think because of the relationship we have with them, there were a few repairs that were taking a little bit longer than it was going to be able to close the property, just because, again, they have snow and they get 20-degree weather there, and we have no idea what that's like. So it's sometimes slowed down a little bit of the work that they had to do outside. And so working with Caleb Kanazi, our point person, we agreed that he would be able to finish the repairs after we close the escrow. And as I said, I don't recommend doing that. I wouldn't do that personally, but we have developed such a relationship with them that I feel very comfortable doing that. So just, again, it helps to kind of use the same people on a regular.
Yeah. So Julie, what I hear you saying is that the turnkey provider that are working with you in that market, it appears that they they are doing what's best for you as an investor.
Absolutely.
They want to make you more money than typically necessary. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's really, I'm realizing that this industry, well, as with all industries, it's all about relationships. It's about developing and establishing solid relationships to, as we are being helped, we are able to help others. So it's very exciting, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to add anything.
Yeah, Marco. Yeah. Can you share something with us, Mark? What are your thoughts about the whole thing?
I think that, again, like what I was saying earlier, my motivation is you and I, we want to continue to do this because this is actually our new career, and so we'll continue to do this to retire me for the next 5 years.
Yeah, we're losing the audio a little bit, Mark. Yeah, we're losing the audio. I cannot hear it that well.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay, now I can hear you.
Okay. So, like I was saying, the motivation is to continue to keep doing this because this is our new career change, and this is what we want to use to retire me from construction. So I'm looking to retire within the next 5 years. So keep going as far as we can go until we can't do it anymore. But also, we want to use this also for ministerial purposes, to help make a difference in the lives of other people as well. And so I believe that this is what will carry us far beyond into our future, to make a difference in the lives of other people, not just us, but there are other people as well. And I think also it's a platform to use to help other people learn how to invest, as well. And so that's what we're looking to do. And that's the motivation for me personally, but I think it's the same motivation for Julie as well. So doing this, I guess, I've always worked a 9 to 5 type of a job. I've been working since I've been a kid. And so that's the only thing that I've ever known. So it's also changing my mindset to where I'm changing the mindset is that, I've always worked time for money, worked so many hours to make money. This is different. We're getting paid for something that we do one time, and then it keeps paying us. And so that's kind of hard for me to grasp, but I realize that it's definitely a different way of a different mindset of looking how to make money. And so sometimes it doesn't feel real, and so, so I kind of have to pinch myself and remind myself, keep pushing and keep working towards buying more properties. But yeah.
Wow. That is that's an amazing affirmation. Thank you, Mark, so much. This is you have a higher calling. You want to make a difference in others. The Bible have a lot of good money principles, and you just want to share your message, in your community and to help them financially, see the value of money so they can improve their lives. So I really appreciate you doing this for yourself. So yeah, thank you, Julie. So
We appreciate you too.
was it enough?
Thank you. We appreciate you too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a journey. God has a plan for you, and you have a higher calling, financially, spiritually, whatever, and which is good, right? You're very inspirational. I'm just, I'm tingling all over just to hear from you. It just it give me some warm and fuzzy feeling. I mean, that's why I love helping people all those years, and hearing the reward from coming from your humble mouth. It just really made me feel that I'll make a difference in your lives and other people's other investors' lives. So I really appreciate. So it just took me it's just a very humbling feeling. Thank you so much, Mark. you got me all worked up.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we have about a few minutes remaining, Julie. So what is your next plan? I mean, what kind of strategy you have? I know we're gonna continue to document your journey. Is a long-term investment action plan. We know that 5 years from now for you guys. So Julie, what is your next action plan? What kind of property you want to buy? What is your expectation moving forward, and so forth? Mm-hmm.
Well, as I said, I think we're going to continue to look closely at the Buffalo, Niagara Falls area, working with Buffalo Turnkey system or their properties. We do have one duplex already. I think it would be ideal to maybe get a couple more duplexes. We do have a price range that we want to kind of stick around, but really it's the cash flow. For me, it's the numbers are the bottom line. So I really evaluate each property that I look at. We are looking at possibly buying two at the same time now that we kind of understand the system and how it works and the loan system. Like I said, Wells Fargo is a very efficient system. Everything was done on the computer. I think people might be wondering, well, how did you get all your loan docs, or how did you sign your loan docs? And everything was done through the computer, which is really amazing to me. I think the only thing we had to sit in person to get our loan docs notarized. So that was different. But now that I understand the system, I believe that I can work at least two properties at the same time, and I'll be able to manage those fairly seamlessly. So that's the goal. We do look for a minimum of at least 300 a month cash flow. And we want to do it as soon as possible because I know the interest rates are creeping up a little bit. I mean, it's not significant. I know years and years and years ago, I used to sell real estate, and the interest rates had come down to like 14% on a fixed, maybe 11% on a variable. This was way back in the 90s. And people were excited about getting property. Well, I think we paid 4.65 for our loan, and that was up a little bit. But again, when you're looking at properties that are $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, it's not a significant chunk of money out of your pocket. And it's very doable. And like I said, the tenant is paying mortgage. So as long as our income is covering the mortgage, we plan to get as many as we can.
Well, Julie, you just cover so many things I don't need to cover because from a high level, you have given all the attributes of buying real estate properties in this kind of environment. So my takeaway is that you guys focus on your action plan. You guys know the numbers. You guys know the interest rate, the mortgage, the down payment, the cash flow, everything else out there. It really does not matter. The inflation factor, the war in Ukraine, and the up and down of the real estate markets. I mean, some people calling for, the naysayers talk about crash this and that. So all those irrelevant things going on out there is designed to create negativity. So you guys focus on your personal economy. You guys focus on your personal action plan. You push forward regardless of all the negativity out there. I really appreciate is that so one thing is you guys have a positive mindset, positive attitude. You guys are very courageous, very fearless. I mean, so beyond the financial capability, when I look at a real estate investor, I look at beyond their financial resources. I look at their personality, their attributes, their mindset, is their commitment. So all those intangibles you guys possess. So so you guys have a nice blueprint, nice, way of, thinking. So appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And I think attitude is a lot of it. We had attended a church service a few weeks ago. My husband preached, and the pastor of the church said he has this T-shirt, and it says, "Put some gratitude in your attitude." And I thought that was so appropriate. And it all is about a mindset. It's about keeping it positive, not looking at all the negative things that could be happening in the world, and just staying focused with whatever your goal or your plan is. And that's what we've chosen to do. And like I said, we've gone from 0 properties a year ago to now we have 3 properties and looking to get a couple more over the next couple months. So we're excited about that.
Very, very good. Looking forward to working together with you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for those people who are listening to you guys, there's a big takeaway, right? Inspirational moment. Anybody can do it if they set their mind to it. So everybody in America can achieve the American dream. You gotta want it badly. You gotta be motivated. You have to overcome fear and take action and hope for the best. So that's my takeaway, especially with you guys. Thank you, Mark and Julie, for taking your time out of your day to share your message with your financial journey. Thank you so much. With that in mind, that's all I have to say. My name is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Seewing. You have a great day. Thank you.
My pleasure, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.